If you look at the oldest surviving records of humanity, you find a glaring historical paradox. Deep in the origin stories of early civilizations, the same narrative repeats. Powerful, luminous beings descend from the sky and sculpt the very first humans out of the dirt. We see this story in ancient Egypt, in Greece, in early texts from India, and across Native American tribes. These cultures were separated by vast oceans and thousands of miles. They had no physical means of sharing stories or trading ideas with one another. Anthropologists often categorize these matching stories as universal human metaphors for understanding nature. However, the mechanical details recorded in these ancient texts invite a different interpretation, one where these accounts describe a singular, physical event that was witnessed globally. To understand how a physical event could be remembered as a myth, we look to the science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke. In 1973, he formulated his famous third law: any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Imagine handing a modern smartphone to someone living 500 years ago. You tap a piece of glass, and a moving image of a person halfway across the globe appears. To a 16th century farmer, you aren't an engineer using a satellite network. You are wielding literal divine power. This offers a framework for re-examining the ancient world. It suggests the possibility that instead of inventing deities, our ancestors were using the only vocabulary available to them to document encounters with a technology they couldn't yet name. This scale illustrates a tool used by astrophysicists called the Kardashev scale. It measures a civilization's advancement based on its ability to harness energy. A Type 1 civilization controls all the energy on its planet. Type 2 harnesses the entire energy output of its star. Type 3 controls its entire galaxy. Human beings currently rank at about 0.7 on this scale. The energy capabilities of a Type 2 or Type 3 civilization would be entirely incomprehensible to us, far exceeding anything we consider possible. When we apply that scale to history, ancient anomalies become even more striking. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built 4,500 years ago, consists of stone blocks weighing up to 80 tons. They are cut and placed with a level of structural precision that continues to challenge the theories of modern engineers. In the Peruvian desert, the Nazca lines form geometric figures so massive they are virtually invisible from the ground. These images only become decipherable when viewed from hundreds of feet in the air, designed for an observer looking down from the sky. Even ancient warfare reflects this high-energy patterns. The Indian epic, the Mahabharata, describes a weapon called the Brahmastra. The text details an explosion brighter than 1,000 suns and a rising cloud shaped like an umbrella, imagery that mirrors the observable effects of a nuclear detonation. If advanced visitors influenced early human engineering, it leads to a deeper question about our own biology. We have to look past the stone monuments and examine the origin of our genetic code. One theory for how life began on Earth is panspermia, the idea that the building blocks of life traveled here on an asteroid. In 1984, a Martian meteorite found in Antarctica revealed microscopic structures that proved organic material can survive the journey through space. But Francis Crick, the Nobel Prize winner who helped discover the structure of DNA, took this further. He proposed directed panspermia. He suggested that an intelligent civilization intentionally seeded life on Earth, essentially planting the biological roots for our evolution. This provides a new lens for the mystery of junk DNA, the 98% of our genome that doesn't code for proteins. A 2013 study identified a mathematical pattern in this DNA that defies natural explanation, suggesting that the code of life itself may contain traces of a structured design. If our biology was designed by a cosmic intelligence, we must confront the sheer scale of our surroundings. At 13.8 billion years old, filled with trillions of stars and countless habitable planets, the raw ingredients for life are everywhere. In 1950, the physicist Enrico Fermi looked at these numbers and asked a famous question: where is everybody? If the universe is mathematically teeming with life, why haven't we seen any evidence of them? One answer is the zoo hypothesis. It proposes that advanced civilizations are out there, but they are hiding. They may be quietly observing our development while choosing not to interfere, treating Earth like a protected wildlife preserve. This scientific hypothesis aligns with the ancient concept of an omnipresent observer, a power that monitors humanity's progress from above while remaining unseen. But there is a philosophical limit to this theory, a question explored by director Ridley Scott in the film Prometheus. If an advanced race of engineers made us, who made the engineers? This is the infinite regress, a loop of creation that pushes the mystery of our origins further back without ever fully solving it. Unlike our ancestors, we are no longer relying on ancient texts for the answer. We are now using modern astrophysics to find it. The James Webb Space Telescope is currently scanning the atmospheres of distant exoplanets. Its instruments are searching for biosignatures, the chemical fingerprints of life. In 2023, Webb detected traces of dimethyl sulfide on the planet K2-18b. On Earth, this gas is produced only by living organisms. We are finally beginning to see biological evidence of a universe far from empty. Carl Sagan famously noted that every atom in the human body was forged in the hearts of dying stars. We are literally made of star stuff. Whether we are the result of a coded design left by ancient visitors or the product of a cosmic accident, our journey to find our origins is a quest to understand the universe itself. As Sagan said, we are the cosmos's way of knowing itself.